Hi, this is Tisch Aitken, and it's Friday, September 13th, 2024. I'm just doing a quick report today because I am exhausted. And I've talked to a few people that feel this energy. We are building up to a lunar eclipse, and it may be a partial lunar eclipse, but I feel, very potent, very emotional. And it's at 25 degrees and 41 minutes of Pisces, and it's going to occur on September 17th at 10:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Pacific Time is 7:34 p.m. and on the 18th in Europe. And it is exhausting. It is defaulting back to where Neptune was starting in May of 22 through February of this year, actually. And 25 degrees of Pisces. It also defaults back to the eclipses in 15 and 16 because the nodes of fate take approximately 18 and a half years to transit. So you go about 9 years back, we had another series of eclipses in Pisces, Virgo. At that time, the south node would have been in Pisces, whereas now the north node will enter Pisces in the beginning of January of next year. And just know a lot of people are feeling very fatigued. But the thing about this too is this full moon eclipse is conjunct Neptune within 3 degrees. And that is a big concern to me because Neptune is transiting at the fixed star known as Shiat. And I've talked about this a lot. And we just had an example this week, a public example. But John Bon Jovi talked a person off of a bridge, a person that was trying to harm themselves off of a bridge. And, this is a big deal. This is where a lot of people that feel lost and are depressed are, feeling like they want to harm themselves or are feeling just lost. And it's a very difficult cycle. A lot of people with illness or that are ready to pass over, that will happen too, because Neptune rules Pisces, which is the final sign. And Neptune is at the last degrees of the zodiac, not just of Pisces. And it is a difficult fixed star. And Pisces rules sleep and dreams. It rules the subconscious mind. A lot of people are having very vivid dreams or messages. Pay attention to those messages. But I passed out last night at like 7 and I woke up at 9:30 and I asked my boyfriend what time it was, and he said 9:30. I thought it was 9:30 a.m. That's how deeply asleep I was. And so, with that said, I was a little bit annoyed because I took me a while to get back in the flow, and I don't want to fall asleep without dinner. But the idea is that we need rest. There are things I was planning this weekend I decided not to do because I feel overwhelmed. I'm getting hit by Neptune personally, but I always find I love Pisces. I have a lot of Pisces in my life, but I find when there's strong Neptune energy or if I'm experiencing a Neptune transit, for instance, Neptune rules the sign of Pisces. I'm already a water sign. I have a lot of, I'm very sensitive as it is. It's very confusing and emotional, and I feel sometimes it's hard to figure out the lessons of Neptune transits. And in a sense, we're all dealing with heavy Neptune because this lunar eclipse is conjunct Neptune. If you have Neptune hitting a point in your chart, you're really feeling it. But regardless, we're all feeling it on the collective. And a Saturn transit may be challenging. It may test you. Sometimes you can go through big endings or, certainly difficulties, but it rewards your efforts. Pluto transits are very emotionally intense. Pluto is death and rebirth. You could experience that on some level, not easy. But again, if you're releasing what you need to release, if you're morphing to something new, it can be transformative. Neptune can feel just like you go through a lot, and there isn't necessarily a clear-cut answer or lesson in it. It's trusting your intuition as much as you can feel lost. It's checking in on people because, Pisces, the higher level, and every sign, every planet has a higher level and a lower level, So the higher vibration of Pisces is empathy, compassion, sheer creativity. It is the most creative sign of the water sign. It's ruled by Neptune, which is the higher octave of Venus. and it is poetic, it's artistic, it's musical. Pisces is so associated with music. Do things right now that help you to release pain. This is about letting go. It's a full moon eclipse. A good idea is maybe writing things that you're trying to let go of, maybe old grievances. You know, Mars is in Cancer right now, where it will be through November 3rd, and then it's going to return to Cancer in January because it's going to retrograde at 6 degrees and 11 minutes of Leo on December 6th. But it's going to be in Cancer for a long time through April 18th. And it doesn't love being in Cancer. That's bringing more of an emotional tone to all of this, getting triggered by different things, old memories. Pluto's at the last degree of Capricorn. It could be really old things that are triggers for you. I've been hearing that a lot with clients lately. Things that are maybe old issues that are coming up in various ways. And again, this lunar eclipse in Pisces, it's hard to differentiate reality from dreams. Like me last night, I thought it was 9:30 a.m. It was 9:30 p.m., but still, it didn't feel good to feel very lost and confused. And I still feel I just amped up on a lot of coffee today, and I don't really feel the coffee, but maybe I shouldn't. I'm not going to wake up and have the coffee. So listen, take care of yourself. It's scattered energy. It's definitely important for self-care right now, getting extra rest. You know, over the weekend, Venus is going to form a beautiful angle to Jupiter. That's going to be at 5:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Oh, no, pardon me, at 10:34 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Saturday, the 14th, and 1:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Sunday, the 15th. That is really nice energy. So there is some nice energy to work with. There's a grand trine forming with the Sun and Pluto and Uranus, and that can be helpful. But regardless, I think this is very emotional energy. Venus does form that beautiful trine to Jupiter, reminding us there's a lot to manifest. Pisces is a very good manifesting sign because it rules the subconscious mind. And to truly manifest, you have to believe it's possible. You have to utilize your imagination and really feel the feelings if you were to have something. So it is great for manifesting. You know, do affirmations, cleanse, you know, clean your space, burn Palo Santo. I don't burn sage anymore. I like Palo Santo better, but whatever it is for you, however you clear the energy, take a good Epsom salt bath. If you're near the ocean, that's fantastic because Pisces rules the ocean. Cleanse, you know, and just feel the emotions in order to feel. I mean, Venus opposite Chiron by the world point is saying that this is a wounded universe right now. This is a wounded world. And, you know, Chiron is at 22 degrees of Aries. That is the world point that's setting off the Saturn-Pluto conjunction from January 12th of 2020. And even though I have to remind myself that's almost 5 years ago, we're still in the aftermath, and the mental health epidemic is crucial and is intense. My old neighborhood, there were just 2 shootings within 24 hours on 51st and 10th Avenue. A 17-year-old kid was shot in the back, and then just, you know, less than a day later, a 26-year-old man was shot several times. The shootings, this is awful. The situation in California, the world, I can go on, obviously, but in our own lives too, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to check in on people with mental health or addiction issues. This is where one might be inclined to relapse if they're really feeling heavy, pain or hurt themselves. I don't know. I'm being honest. We have to pay attention to this. This is not a joke. So listen, take care of yourself, get extra rest, do what's best for you, and check in on people that you know are struggling, because a lot of people are struggling right now. And I wish you a lot of luck and take care. Thank you.